Rangers Action demonstration will begin in 1 minute. Please be seated.
People walking in the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for this morning's Rangers in Action demonstration for the graduating Ranger class. We'd like to recognize some distinguished guests in the audience. Please stand when your name is called. Major General McKinney, Assistant Chairman to the Joint Chief of Staff for Army National Guard. Brigadier General Walters, A3 United States Air Force Spaceman. Brigadier General Retired Brooks, former Vice Director of Army Staff. Colonel Retired Casey, United States Army Ranger Association. Sergeant Major Retired Waters, a member of the 1st Ranger Company and graduated from Ranger School in 1950 and member of the Range Hall of Fame. Sergeant Major Retired Walker, former United States Army Infantry School Command Sergeant Major and today's guest speaker. And also, please extend a warm welcome to the Ranger Training Brigade Honorary Sergeant Major, Sergeant Major Spencer. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the commander of the 4th Ranger Training Battalion, Lieutenant Colonel Jeremy B. Miller.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Lieutenant Colonel Miller, Commander of the 4th Ranger Training Battalion. On behalf of General Farrader, Commanding General of Fort Benning, Georgia, and Colonel Floor, the Commander of the Ranger Training Brigade, welcome to Hurley Hill and our Rangers in Action demonstration. First, I'd like to take a moment and recognize the very special Rangers we have in the audience today. These Rangers will watch their grandsons and sons graduate in today's class. Second, 3rd generation Rangers, continuing the great Ranger legacy. So if you are Ranger qualified and you have a grandson or son graduating today, please stand and be recognized.
Stand up. Stand
up. Next, I would like to recognize the graduating Ranger students of Class 6-10. Ladies and gentlemen, the demonstration you're about to see showcases many of the skills and techniques that we train our Ranger students in, and the skills and techniques required of today's Army Ranger to be successful on the modern battlefield. So without further delay, I'll introduce our first narrator, Staff Sergeant Ferguson, a United States Army Ranger.
I didn't get that.
Squad Leader, 101st Airborne Division. I am currently assigned to Bravo Company, 4th Ranger Training Battalion. The history of the American Rangers is a long and colorful one, with a proud heritage which dates back some 300 years. During the American colonial period, Ranger techniques and methods of operations were inherent characteristics of our frontiersmen. As early as the 1700s, these frontiersmen were commonly referred to as Rangers, patrolling our borders from New England to the Carolinas in defense against the Indians. Probably the most famous and successful of all these units was Rogers Rangers, established in 1756 by Major Robert Rogers. Presently, over 400 Ranger units have been formed by such leaders as Morgan, Merrill, Mosby, and Darby. Their gallantry and success in combat is legendary. In World War II, Ranger battalions operated in the Mediterranean and the South Pacific, and they led the way to the beaches of Normandy. Volunteers were formed into 18 airborne Ranger companies, 7 of which were trained right here on Fort Benning. Meanwhile, 6 were committed to combat and went on to uphold the high Ranger standards for courage and daring. Airborne Ranger companies served in the Republic of Vietnam from the Delta to the DMZ, providing long-range reconnaissance and surveillance, the eyes and ears of the commander in the field. The 1st and 2nd Ranger battalions led the way in 1983, conducting an airborne assault on the island of Grenada during Operation Urgent Fury. During the same time period, the activation of the 75th Ranger Regiment, the establishment of light divisions, and a renewed emphasis on mid to low intensity conflict increased the importance of Ranger training. The Army recognizes the need for Ranger qualified officers and non-commissioned officers to provide leadership in units throughout the Army. The success of this initiative was evident in December of 1989 when the 75th Ranger Regiment, along with elements of light, heavy, and special operations forces, successfully accomplished their mission during Operation Just Cause in Panama. More recently, Ranger qualified leaders in various units throughout the military have been vital to the successful accomplishment of Operation Desert Storm, Operation Uphold Democracy in Haiti, Operation Restore Hope in Somalia, and Operation Enduring Freedom in Afghanistan, as well as Operation Iraqi Freedom. The Ranger course is 61 days in duration and is divided into 3 phases, with each phase taking place in a separate geographical location, over terrain that varies from steep and rugged mountain peaks to coastal swamps. The bidding phase is 3 weeks in duration and is conducted by the 4th Ranger Training Battalion, followed by 3 weeks in the Blue Ridge Mountains of Delania, Georgia, which is conducted by the 5th Ranger Training Battalion. And finally, 3 weeks in the Florida swamps at Eglin Air Force Base, Florida, which is conducted by the 6th Ranger Training Battalion. The purpose of the Ranger Corps is to develop leadership competence, and combat functional skills in select officer and non-commissioned officer volunteers in Ranger tactics and techniques so that they, upon completion of the Ranger course, can return to their unit with the capability to conduct Ranger-type training, thus increasing the high standard of training that exists in the United States Army today and giving all infantry units the capability to conduct Ranger-type missions. Ranger training is rugged, realistic, and to a degree, hazardous. The Ranger student is taxed both physically and mentally during his 9 weeks of training. In summary, we feel that the Ranger course is the highest state of combat preparedness training available in the United States Army today. We will now demonstrate some of the techniques and capabilities in which the Ranger is trained. The first of these is demolitions. Ranger!
Extensive demolition training enables the Ranger to attack and destroy a wide variety of objectives. Although there are many types of explosives, the one most commonly used is composition C4. As you can see, there's a white plastic explosive that can be cut or molded to any shape. Due to the pliability of this explosive, it can be used to create numerous expedient charges. Charges such as the ribbon charge. This charge can be used against irregular shape as well as flat steel targets such as the one shown here. Next, we have the shape charge. This charge can be readily improvised using any type of cone-shaped material. This one here is reconstructed using a large coffee can, and we've created a cone shape with the C4. Also note, all charges have been dual primed to ensure positive detonation.